For Equestria, Mission 1. Mystique and Candy stared at the pony who had just saved their hides. Princess Luna smiled back at them gently. The princess had grabbed both of them with her forelegs and dived back into the busted pipe. She had not uttered a single word since she had put them down, but from the warmth she had felt, Mystique could tell that she was definitely alive. Why, what the… Candy stammered, sitting on his haunches, pointing both his forelegs towards the alicorn. The room the princess had brought them to looked like the cafeteria of the facility. There were tables and benches all over the room. In one corner stood several food dispensers, and so Mystique decided to get a drink. "Coffee?" she asked calmly as she pressed the button on the machine. Candy only turned his stare on her instead. His mouth opened and closed several times without saying a single word. "I'll take one," a voice called out as the door next to the dispensers opened. A pale blue unicorn mare, with her left fore and right hind leg replaced by cybernetics, trotted in. She didn't wear a uniform or armor of any kind, showing off her ice-cone cutie mark. Even Mystique was stunned by the casualness with which her former captain entered the room. Speechless, she hoofed over the coffee the machine had just spat out. Frostmane levitated the paper cup to her mouth, then noticed the look her friends were giving her. "What?" she asked, before realizing what she had come here for in the first place. She nodded towards Luna, and the alicorn trotted over, sitting down next to her. "Even though I'm happy to see both of you again, please don't tell me that you are here for what I think you are," Frostmane said coldly, her eyes showing only fear and regret.
"First of all," Candy began, "is that really the princess? How—"
"Let us explain," Luna interjected, gaining a sour look from her niece. "We participated in an experiment back when this facility was still fully manned. Its goal was to prevent death for our sister and me." The alicorn explained, sweeping away a part of her mane to reveal an implant the size of an apple. It was set in the back of her head at the base of her mane. "The Luna you met 15 years ago was a complete genetic copy of us, controlled by us through this device. Sadly, when she got cursed, it interfered with the equipment. The stasis pod I've been in malfunctioned, and we thought our real body had died along with the copy. Imagine our surprise when we opened our eyes here after our execution."
"So does that mean that Princess Celestia is here too?"
Candy inquired, and the princess turned her head to look away. "Our sister's copy was not yet completed when she died. The creation of one takes several years and a great deal of magic. Celestia insisted our copy was the first to be made." Frostmane sensed that this was a painful topic for her godmother, and so she decided to cut to the point. "So why are you here?" the former captain asked. "We want you to help us. Princess Twilight is still alive, and this occupation can't be allowed to continue," Mystique burst out. "Is that all?" Frostmane asked coolly.
"What do you mean, is that all? You are still a soldier of Equestria. You have a Celestia damned duty to help her."
Candy shouted at the mare that looked like his former mare friend, but didn't act like her a bit. With a roar of rage, he charged her. Frostmane didn't even try to evade him. Instead, her cybernetic left foreleg came up, swatting him away like a fly. When he impacted in a table, she was on him in a second, bringing her hoofs down again and again, screaming as she did so. Mystique wanted to interfere, but Luna stepped into her way with a sad smile. "I owe her nothing," Frostmane screamed, bringing her hoofs down on Candy again. "I lost my mother and brother for this stupid quest. I lost everything, so don't you dare pull the duty card on me." After a while, the unicorn calmed down enough to let go of the Pegasus. She levitated a map from one of the walls over to her, marked one of the emergency hatches, and gave it to Mystique, who looked angrily at her. When the princess and Frostmane were alone in the hallway, the mare began to cry against her godmother's chest. Luna understood her and stroked her mane with a wing as she had done so many times in the last few years. As much as she wanted to help these two ponies and Twilight, she would never leave her alone again. Okay, my big question for you here would be, what do you think about Frostmane's refusal to help her former subordinates to actually beat one of them up? Sincerely yours, Visual Pony.